All right. A member of my WhatsApp group, he asked me this question. The question was, how can I be famous and how can I make more money? Okay. Actually, he started off in the wrong way, which I'll make you understand, and then I'll address the video. So I know you must be saying, what? How can you answer how to be famous when you're not famous yourself? Exactly. I totally agree with you. And how can I tell someone about being rich when I'm not rich myself? Okay, so I'll come to that. Just relax. I know. You always find the black dot on the white sheet. Okay. What happened is this young man from my WhatsApp group. He asked me. He sent me a private message. Sir, can I just ask you a question? I said, you don't have to ask a question to ask a question. Just ask a question. So he said, sir, how can I be famous like you? Minute he said that, I was like, are you stupid or what? Like, what famous? Who's famous? Me? He said, yes, sir. How can I be famous like you? I said, boss, do me a favor. Ask your mother. Does she know Loy Machedo? Ask your father. Does he know Loy Machedo? Yeah, sir. They know because they see me watching a video. I said, okay, go ask your neighbors who's Loy Machedo. They'll not know. Ask your building watchman. They don't know. Ask the whole building. Nobody knows. Ask your school or ask your college or ask your colleagues who's Loy Machedo. Nobody will know. Okay. And then he said, oh, sir, but if you Google search your name, yeah, I have some content online. So if you Google search my name, yes, you'll get it. That doesn't make me famous. Any Tom, Dick, and Harry, if he puts 10 articles and you Google search, you can get him. So I told him, stop wasting my time. So when he realized that, that is where he got to the point and he said, okay, sir, sorry, let me rephrase this question properly. How can I get followers like you? I said, then that is the right question, not this stupid ass, how can I get famous and all that. He said, no, sir, I just wanted to, put it the right way. I said, you're trying to kiss my ass and trying to stroke my ego, put hot air under my ass. It's not going to work. Making, praising me with fake praises. I said, I'm nearly 50. I'm not interested in bullshit. Get to the point. What do you want? So then he said, sir, can you guide me how to get more followers? And I said, I'll make a video. And then he said, sir, if you are making a video, can you also say, how can I be, how you can make money, become rich? I told him, listen, I will give you my experience, my thoughts, but I want you to understand I'm neither famous nor am I rich. I am known in the sense I have credibility online. If you Google search my name, I have content. And by rich, I earn enough money to be happy. Okay? Doing what I love to do. That is the greatest gift. I have freedom and I do and I earn doing what I love to do. So that to me is rich. But I'm not rich in terms of big money, big numbers. Okay? I just, I'm able to commercialize my hobby. I'm able to do what I love and get paid for it. So, having given you the backstory, now the question is, how can you become, rich and famous? Okay, let's answer that. Now, this is my experience, this is my wisdom, or this is my understanding. You can tell me if I'm right or wrong. If you have to choose between rich and famous, you have to choose one. You can't have both. Okay. I know you'll say, oh, but Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos. Listen, if you're at zero and you want to be famous and you want to be rich, you cannot do both. Because if you want to be famous, then you need to invest money in being famous. And then you end up with very less money because you're investing money into being famous. Like, for example, you will network with people. Okay, for that, you need to pay money. You will hang out with people where they hang out. For that, you have to spend money. You have to pay money to advertise online. That will cost you money. Then you need to obviously invest in your looks. Girls, make their boobies and their ass and this and that and surgery. So to be famous, you have to spend money on that. And yes, in order to be famous, maybe you have to do things which normal people will not do. Let's say, for example, there's a movie. You can star in it. But because there's competition, maybe they'll not give you an opportunity. Then you say, okay, so I'll do it for free. Okay. or I'll pay you money to be in your movie. There are people who have done that, paid money to be in a movie, to be featured. So, in order to be famous, you have to spend money. Okay. It doesn't come that easy. And today's day and age of social media, people are desperate. They are ready to do anything uh, to be famous or relevant. I'll give a few examples since you're Indian. Um, I made it a point to note some of the names on my Facebook feed from Bollywood or India. Here are some of the names. Urfi Javed, Urfi, yeah, that female. Another one is Tani, Tanya Chatterjee. Then is Poonam Pandey. Then is Kangana Sharma. Then is Cheryl Chopra. Okay. Now, um, these females, they are always photographed stepping out of the car or going to a restaurant or going to an outlet. The thing that stands out about them is they will show you their assets. Okay, seriously, they will actually show you the assets, and the clothes that they wear is teeny mini, tiny, very, very small. Okay, literally to the point where if they were to move left or right, something would pop out. Okay, like, females who cover their, I don't know if you call it chest or breast or whatever, or milkies or, you know, jugs or whatever you call it. They literally show you everything except their nipple. That's it. They just cover that. And nowadays on Instagram, even that is not covered because they say, oh, we are breastfeeding our children. It is natural for women. They'll have their baby just to show their breasts. Okay. And when they turn around, their skirts are really super short to the point where it doesn't look like they're wearing anything. It's like they want to show their bum cheeks. Okay. Now, why am I speaking about these females? Um, the the thing is very simple. Why are they wearing these skimpy outfits? Why are they? I think it's surgically enhanced, their breasts or whatever their body. Why are they doing this? They are doing this so that they get more attention, more focus, more virality, or people share their photographs or their images or their videos, and people love to comment, oh, this is this and this is that. And some people may also say, acting like a slut, a bitch, or whatever. So any attention, good or bad, for them is good. Okay. Now the question here, which I want you to think about, is yes, they're getting famous. Okay. They've invested money into their assets or their body or whatever. And yes, they've tipped off the paparazzi, I'll be there, make sure you take photographs. Okay. And they're getting the numbers. But now here's my question. Yes, they are famous. Yes, they are popular. Yes, they are striking big numbers. But is it a good audience? Is it a quality crowd? The people who follow these females for their breasts or their bum or their body, do you think they are people with good character, good conscience, good upbringing, good family, this thing? Or are they sexual perverts? Are they sex starved men, or people who are just yearning for some soft porn? You need to ask yourself. So if you're looking at volume based numbers, who are your followers? Okay. And that is where the first most important thing which I'll tell you is, if you're searching for followers, no, seriously, if you're searching for followers, make sure that it's the target audience, the quality crowd that you're searching for. Now, if you're the type who's showing the body parts and this and that, well, you'll get only people who are crazy about it. Now, for example, if you're a gym trainer, you're a guy who wants to show his chest and six-pack abs and all that, you'll get people who aspire to be like you, maybe young boys, they want to be like you, or you might have some girls who consider you very hot. Okay. And then you have a lost generation of young boys and young men who want to be like you, have the girls that you have the money that, that's why many of these, what is it, Hamza, I think, is a YouTuber. He shows his body, he shows his abs, he's hardly in his 20s, then he shows his girls and he shows expensive cars, the typical social media nonsense. Okay. So is that your target audience? Now, for him, lucky or whatever, he tells them he'll make them like them, he'll make them like him if they pay him $5, $10, or he has a secret course or whatever. So, do you want to be like that? So, if you want to be famous, then you need to invest money in your physique, your looks, whatever, for your target audience. If, on the other hand, you're looking for not fame, not number of followers, remember, there are people like Rory Sutherland, there are people like Seth Godin. Um, these guys, they have a wealth of wisdom, but their follower count is very, very less. Very, very less. They really give thought provoking content, at least for me. I find it amazing. If you want to hear the name, Rory, Rory, Sutherland, Sutherland. Another one is Seth Godin, Seth space Godin, Godin. Okay, they don't care about fame. They don't care about being viral, nothing. And here's the funny thing. If you were to check the number of followers there, you'll not be impressed at all. But if you look at, say, Kim Kardashian or some of these influencers who show their body, or, like for example, gamers, girls who wear a bikini sitting in a bathtub and playing a video game, or a very cute, they do like this, and all that stuff. They actually show their boobies and all that, means just the nipples covered. They have 35 million followers, or it's crazy. Okay. And then obviously, if you go into the adult genre, you'll see females who show they have millions of followers. So, but does that make them legit? Is my question to you. Go to Harvard Business School on YouTube. They started their channel in 2009. I think they have around 700,000 subscribers. Only 700,000. Okay, and each video is, 50, 100,000. So does that make Harvard Business School less important just because they don't have followers? Many followers. I'm talking of millions. Mr. Beast has, like 150, 200 million. Then, so does that make Mr. Beast of great value? No, he's an entertainment channel. So get one thing very clear. You either choose fame or you choose money. Okay. If you want to make money, you need to appeal to your target audience, which would be very small and very specific. Okay. Now, for example, me, yes, I do put up controversial content. Yes, I do put up things that piss off people, but I'm doing that for engagement. I'm doing it because it's part of my personality. If you notice, the channel's name is Loy Machedo. So I share everything in the Loy Machedo world, the controversy, the thought process. Then obviously, I also need to share my services. I share my services. I advertise about it indirectly. And I want to offer value because I never had a mentor when I was young. So I share the same advice I wish someone would have given me. That's why I speak on self-improvement. That's why I speak on fame and money, like this topic. That's why I speak on, people who are looking for jobs, mistakes that they did, good things that they did. So that's what I speak about. So it's a Loy Machedo. My branding is very clear. The question is your branding very clear? That also you need to ask yourself. Okay. So remember, if I were to give you in points, some of you like bullet points. Do you know your target audience? I know my target audience. Indians, NRIs, especially in the Middle East or in Western countries. Okay. At the age range of 30 to 50. That's my target audience. The second highest target audience is people younger than 30 who ask about personal or relationships or career coaching. Okay. And yes, sometimes money. So my target audience, male. I'm very clear about it. The second thing, what is your brand? What does it stand for? What is the value that you offer other people? Okay. That should be very clear. So if you notice, my content is not for everybody. My followers are not everybody. Very set, specific target. Yes, there are women who follow. Yes, there are mothers. Yes, there are ladies. Yeah, but they're a very small segment. Okay. And then The next important thing which you need to be very clear about is, I told you, either choose fame or choose money. I choose money any day. I don't care about being famous. Famous, you can be famous today and you'll be forgotten tomorrow. Because in a day and age of social media, there is someone viral all the time. Okay, so I prefer money. So you need to be very clear. That is why when people ask me, can you help me for free? My mother's suffering, dad is suffering, I'm suffering, I'm going to kill myself, there's that. I'm, I'm really sorry for you. I understand that you're going through a tough time. There is free content which you can check. But if you want one-to-one, you have to pay money. Okay, I'm very clear about this. So I'm not looking for goodwill, blessings, prayers. Oh, Loy is such a good guy. No, I don't care. I don't want compliments. I'm providing you a service. So I'm very clear, money or fame. Because if I were to help the poor, maybe I'll be famous. Maybe everyone will love me if I start giving my services for free. Okay. But that doesn't feed me. So you have to be very clear. And one final thing, which is very important. You asked me about being famous or about making money. I want you to rather focus on the question, what is it that you love doing? Everyone likes to be famous. Everyone wants to make money. Everybody, especially money. But the question is, what is it that you love doing? And the bigger question is, can you commercialize it? Because if you can commercialize what you love doing, your life will never be like tiresome. You'll never be tired. You'll never be like, oh, every day will be a blessing. Every day will be like a celebration. Every day you'll feel excited. Like when I make these videos, oh, I feel energized, man. I love making these videos. Even if I didn't get paid a single penny, I would still continue making these videos. And I did it before I knew YouTube is to pay. When I started my journey 11, 12 years ago, I used to make videos. I didn't know you get paid. Really, I didn't know. And when I actually calculated how much money did I lose, $55,000, because I never like signed up for the partnership program. So, I never claimed the money. So I lost it. So I did it despite the fact that I was not making any money. I did public speaking because I loved reading, self-improvement. I did it not because of the money. I love doing it. But then you need money to pay your bills, right? And that is why I decided to commercialize it. So how can I make money? Doing what I love doing. And that is where this brand got created. Hope that makes sense. So I want you to challenge yourself and ask yourself, how can you make money doing what you love doing? And once the money flows in, then you decide what you want to do with your money, extra money. Okay, once you live comfortably. Do you want to become famous or do you want to make more money? Because remember, if you want to be famous, you got to spend a lot of money. You need to invest in your brand, market your brand, sell your brand, get people to talk about that costs money, whether it's search engine optimization, whether it's social media marketing, whether it is kissing ass, whether it's, even going to a conference and networking with people costs money. Okay. And then obviously, if you want to be famous, you need to spend on production, you need to have a research team, you need to have a marketing team, you need to have agency. Quite a number of things are there. Okay. Or you choose the route of money. If you choose that route, then you need to think like a businessman. How can I offer value? Remember, not sell a product or something. How can I offer value and be paid for it? Because if you think like a businessman, how can I sell, then you become nothing like you become more like a shop. Get goods from China, sell it here. Or get goods from China, sell it somewhere else. Anyone can do it. And that is not what you want. You need to customize, put creativity, and make it your baby. And then no AI can replace you also, because you're putting your creativity into it. Use the tools, use AI, make your service, your offering, your product even better. So I hope this answers your question, how you can be famous or how you can make money. Okay? Choose one. Okay? Because you can't do both. And one final thing which I'll tell you is, you're not going to experience success right off the bat. It's not going to be, okay, I decide to be famous and it's going to work. Oh, I'm going to make money, it's going to work. No. Your life will be riddled with so many failures. So many times you'll fall. And you really will have to question yourself. You'll really have to ask, am I really meant to achieve all this? Will I ever achieve success? So be consistent no matter what. Be obsessed every single day. Like I put up videos every single day. Do work. Publish your work. Get it out there. Like I told you, I'm not famous, I'm not rich, but I love my life. I love doing what I do and I get paid for it and I'm blessed. So I'm self-sufficient. I'm not rich, I'm happy. Okay? And where fame is concerned, my target audience, the small group of people, they know me. That's more than enough. All right. If I have to do more, yes, I have to spend more. So this is what is my advice to you. Good, bad, ugly. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And I'd love to hear your feedback. And if you have, any one of you listening has any tips, please feel free, share it so people can learn and grow. All right. This is me signing off. You guys take care.